For this chair yoga session. Apologies, we're in my kitchen, but it's tipping down with rain outside, and I normally do my yoga in the conservatory, but it's rather noisy, so here we are in the kitchen. But anyway, you can do chair yoga pretty much anywhere. So all you need today is a little block, or maybe even a big book, or even just a cushion, just to place underneath your feet. Just helps to alleviate any pressure at the back of the legs. Your chair preferably should have no arms, but still give you a lot of support at the back. You may also want a pair of socks or a blanket at the end of the practice when we come into our relaxation. And today's practice, I wanted to focus on letting go as we come towards kind of the colder part of the year and the autumnal weather changes. I wanted to focus on taking a leaf out of nature's own book, and that's about letting go. So at the end of the practice we'll do a nice meditation and really focusing on letting go of all the things that no longer serve us. So if you're ready, as I said, come to sit in your chair, sitting up nice and tall, shoulders down and back, lifting up through the crown of the head. Hands are gently placed on the thighs or in the lap, just whatever position is comfortable for you. And then we're just going to gently close down the eyes. Noticing the sensations as you breathe in and you breathe out. Let's really focus on the exhale. So let's take a couple of really deep breaths. Let's breathe in through the nose, filling the belly up nice and big, and then a long sigh out through the mouth. Noticing the sensations as you try and let go just a little bit more. Let's take another deep inhale through the nose and a long sigh out through the mouth. Lovely. One more time. Inhale through the nose and a long sigh out through the mouth. Wonderful. Really noticing the sensations of the breath as you return your breath back to normal. Noticing the rise and fall of your belly, the slight rise and fall of your chest, and the rise and fall of your rib cage as you breathe in and out. Lovely. Couple more breaths. Really cultivating a sense of letting go. And there's no responsibilities, no one calling on your time. Just an opportunity for you to unwind, let go, experience, and enjoy. Lovely. So if you gently open the eyes, and then you can remove the block from underneath your feet, push it underneath the chair. We might need it later on. So we're going to start to warm up the body. Let's start from the head. And we're going to start to move the body, moving the head in some nice slow turns, allowing the breath to lead the movement. So on the inhale, we're going to turn the head to the left, feeling that lovely stretch on the right side of the neck. And then on your next breath, slowly moving the head back to center. Take another inhale. And as we exhale, turn the head to the right. Feeling that stretch on the left side of the neck. And then slowly bringing the head all the way back to center. Lovely. This time we're going to look up and down. So before we look up, let's push the chin backwards, almost as if we're going to give ourselves a double chin. And then we lift the head, creating space in the back of the neck. Lifting up our head, gazing up towards the ceiling, feeling the stretch on the front of the neck. And then let's slowly lower the head back down. This time the chin coming all the way down to the chest. Feel the stretch across the back of the neck. Lovely. And then coming all the way back up to center. Lovely. Let's bring our hands down by the side now for some shoulder rolls. We're going to do them individually, so let's just do a bit of a sassy kind of shoulder roll. So let's roll one shoulder back, then the next. Lovely. Just releasing any tension, letting go. Lovely. Last one. And then let's pause and let's change direction. Lovely. Last one each side. And then let's just shake it out, shake it out. Getting rid of all the things that no longer serve us. Shedding our leaves, ready for winter, creating space for new growth for the spring. Lovely. So next we're going to spring the arms out like wings. Lovely, stretching out behind us. Lovely, squeeze the shoulder blades, pushing out the chest. And then we're going to wrap the arms around the body. And then let's just turn from side to side, creating a little bit of a gentle twist in the spine. Whilst also stretching the back of the arms, back of the shoulders. Lovely. And then coming back to center. Let's open our wings nice and wide. Lovely. And then we're going to swing the arms, and this time we're going to go in the opposite direction. So if you did right over left the first time, let's do left over right. And again, moving from side to side. Lovely. And then coming back to center and release the hands, give them a shake, give them a shimmy. Excellent. Fantastic. So we're going to come forward onto our chair now. Start to work our way down the body. We work our head and our shoulders and our arms. Let's start to do a few torso rolls. So keeping the feet kind of hip width apart, hands are gently on the lap. And we're gently going to lean forward and then draw some circles with our upper body. Lovely. And then coming back to center. And then we'll pause and change direction. Lovely. And last one. Right, this time we're going to do some cat and cow. So hands gently on the thighs. And we're going to push the belly forward, squeeze the shoulder blades, tilt the pelvis upwards and back, looking up towards the ceiling for our cow. And as we exhale, we're rounding the shoulders, scoop the belly in, lowering the head for our hissing cat. Inhale, coming up for our cow. Exhale to our cat. Inhale, arching the back. Exhale, rounding the back. Last one. Inhale, coming up. And exhale, rounding. Lovely. And then coming back up to center. So we're going to do some movement now with our hips. These are called hip circles. So with your left leg, we just want to lift the left leg and draw some circles with our hips, going in one direction. And then let's change direction. Creating some space and movement in our hips. Lovely. And then coming back to stillness. And then just notice how that left hip feels compared to the other one. And then we'll do the same on the right side. So lifting up the right leg and drawing circles. And the movement coming from the hip area. Lovely. And then let's coming back to center. Let's pause and change direction. Lovely. And then coming back to stillness. Whew. Give the legs a bit of a shake, a bit of a shimmy. Brilliant. So we're going to do some leg extensions now. So bringing your left leg out in front of you. We're going to come and do a forward fold of the extended leg. So lifting up nice and tall. And as we exhale, we're leaning over the left leg. Using your hands on your thighs for support. Lifting up those that toes up towards the ceiling. Feeling the stretch on the back of the legs. Lovely. And then coming all the way back up. and bring the leg back, and we'll do the same on the other leg. So extend the right leg out, toes pointing up to the ceiling, lifting up nice and tall, and as we exhale, lowering forwards over the extended leg. Lovely. And then slowly coming all the way back up and bring the leg back to center. Excellent. So we're going to come up onto tiptoes now, so making sure your feet are about hip width apart, sitting up nice and tall. On the inhale, we're going to come up onto tiptoes. Just hold for a couple of breaths, noticing the sensations in the feet and the toes, and then lowering back down. Let's do a few more of these. Inhale coming up, hold for a couple of breaths, and then coming all the way back down. Inhale coming up. Lovely. Hold for a couple more breaths. And then lower back down. Last time. Inhale coming up. And exhale coming back down. Excellent. And then just give your feet a little wiggle. Lovely. So we've done a full stretch from head to toe. So I'm going to warm up the body a little bit more with our sun salutation. So let's bring our hands down by the side of the body, moving halfway along the chair so you're still fully supported. Fingers are nice and active, shoulders are back, sitting up nice and tall. Lovely. Take a couple of breaths. And then on your next inhale, bring the hands all the way up, palms facing each other, keeping those shoulders relaxed away from the ears. And if there's no pinching in the neck, you can look up towards your hands. And then on your next breath, bring your hands down to cactus arms. Squeeze the shoulder blades back a little bit, pushing out the chest. Lovely. And then on your next breath, bring the hands behind you, grabbing onto the back of your chair. Push that chest out, lifting it up, gazing up towards the ceiling. And then on the next breath, we're going to bring our wings all the way forward, interlace the fingers, turn the palms and push forward, dropping the chin towards the chest to feel that stretch across the back. Lovely. Releasing the hands, inhale to lengthen, palms facing inwards, stretching out as far as you can. Exhale, place the hands onto the thighs and we're going to roll down to a forward fold. Hands down the shin, down to the ankles, allowing the head to hang nice and heavy, breathing nice and steady. And on your next breath, coming up halfway, hands onto knees, keeping the shoulders back, neck and spine in one long line. Lovely. And then we're going to fold forward for another forward fold. This time for a couple more breaths, just allowing your head to hang really heavy. Breathing nice and steady. Noticing the sensations in the back of the body. And we're coming all the way up, nice and slowly. need to rush, taking your time. Lovely. And then on your next inhale, we're going to place your right hand across to the left thigh and your left hand behind you, lifting up through the torso, and as you exhale, looking over the left shoulder. And then slowly coming back to center. We'll do the same on the other side. So left hand to right thigh, other hand behind, lifting up through the torso, and exhale to twist. Lovely. And then coming all the way back to center. As inhale, raise the hands all the way up, palms together. And as we exhale, coming down through the heart center. Lovely. Let's do round B. Inhale, coming all the way up, gazing up towards the thumbs. Exhale, bring the hands to cactus arms, squeeze the shoulder blades, push the chest out. And your next breath, bringing the hands behind you, pushing the chest out slightly further. Lovely. And then exhale, bringing the hands all the way forward, interlace the fingers, turn the palms away and push forwards, dropping the head to the chest. Release the hands. Inhale to lengthen, palms facing inwards, stretching out as far as you can. And then exhale, lowering the hands down to the thighs, sliding down for our forward fold, coming all the way down. Inhale, coming up halfway, hands to the knees, keep the shoulders back, neck and spine, one long line, that's it. And then we're coming down all the way for another forward fold. Allow the head to hang nice and heavy, arms are like ragdolls. And then we're going to slowly come up, inch by inch, vertebra by vertebra, paying attention to your heads, nice and slowly, lovely. And then with both hands we're going to interlace the fingers, and we're going to lean forward, grabbing onto the left shin, and then we're going to draw that leg in towards the body, sitting up nice and tall. Lovely. And then slowly lower the leg back down, and we'll do the same on the other side. Interlace the fingers, grabbing onto the shin or underneath the leg if you can't, if you feel that's easier. Lifting up, knee into chest. Lovely. And then slowly coming all the way down. Lovely. Inhale, bring the hands all the way up, palms together. And as we exhale, bringing them down through the heart center. Lovely. So we're going to come to standing now. So just be mindful and pay attention as we transition to standing. So we've been sat still for quite some time, so we'll take it nice and easy. We're going to bend forward, pushing down through the feet and slowly raising ourselves all the way up to standing. Lovely. So we want to stand in front of the chair, so we're going to come into a nice wide-legged stance, with your toes pointing outwards, and we're going to come and do a nice star shape. Arms are going to be out to the side. So this is our 5-pointed star, so we want to literally reach with both hands, planting the feet firmly into the ground, lifting up through the head for our 5-pointed star. Breathing nice and steady, in and out. Lovely. And then slowly release the hands. Whew, give them a shake. Lovely. And then you can walk the feet back in and give them a shake too. So we're going to come to the back of the chair now. So I'm going to move the chair sideways just so that you can see what I'm doing. But obviously you're going to be at the back of the chair. And we're going to come into a downward facing dog. But with this one we're going to take a nice wide distance from the chair. And you might need to readjust yourself. Feet about hip width apart. Hands are clasped onto the back of the chair. And we're going to hinge at the hips, bending forwards. Keep a softness in the knees, so we're not locking the knees out, just nice and gentle. And again, you may need to move back a little bit. And you can have the elbows bent, or you can have them straight. Feel the stretch, not just in the back of the legs, but also in your back and across your shoulders. And then you may want to bend one knee and then the next, so we're like walking the dog. Lovely. And then coming back to stillness. We're going to do a twisted dog, which is something a little bit different. So with your right hand, we're going to place the right hand across the body, grabbing onto the left leg. And if there's no pinching in the neck, you can turn the head to the left, looking under the armpit. Creating a little bit of a twist in the back. Lovely. And then you can come back, place your hand back on the chair, and we'll do the same on the other side. So grabbing your left hand across the body, grabbing onto the outside of your right thigh, and then turning the head to the right, looking under the right armpit. And then bringing the hand back, and then you can slowly lift yourselves up, walk towards the chair, coming up nice and tall. Wonderful. So this next one is called a side lunges. So again, still at the back of the chair, we want to take again another wide stance. And we're going to just do side lunges, so swaying from side to side, bending one leg and then the other. So we'll start off and we'll kind of bend the left leg, and then we're coming over to the right. Just opening out the hips. Feel that stretch on the inside of the thigh. Try to stand up nice and tall. Lovely. Couple more. And then coming back to center. And you can slowly walk the feet back in. Lovely. This time we're going to turn to the side of the chair. So we'll start with the left leg by the side of the chair. And we're going to come into warrior one position. So our left leg is going to stay where it is, and we're going to step backwards with the right leg. We're going to come into, as I said, our warrior one. So our feet want to be on train tracks, so slightly gap between the two. And then we're going to lean forward, bending that left leg so that the knee is stacked on top of the ankle. And the back of the leg, you feel that nice stretch down the back of the leg. And then with your right arm, bring your arm all the way up into your modified warrior one. And if you feel you want to, you can let go of the chair and raise the other arm. Remember to keep your shoulders down and back, either gazing up towards the thumbs or looking straight ahead. Nice, strong warrior one position. Lovely. And then slowly we can bring the hands back down and step forward. Give the legs a bit of a shake. Lovely. So we're going to come and do warrior two now. So let's step forward with the right foot and step back with the left, so that's at right angles. So you've still got the chair for support if you want to, or you can have both arms out in front, both arms up to shoulder height, and we're going to bend the left, the right knee. That's it. Getting my lefts and rights mixed up. Breathing nice and steady. A couple more breaths. And then slowly lower the hands back down. You can use the chair to push yourself back up. And then we're going to do the same on the other side. So I'm just going to move the chair, make it easier so you don't have my back. So again, coming to our warrior one position. So right foot forward, left foot back onto our train tracks. We're bending the right knee. Feel that lovely stretch across the back of the leg. Bringing the outside arm up, shoulders down, looking up towards the hand, or you can lift it up even further. Breathing nice and steady. Couple more breaths. And then you can slowly bring the hands back down, grabbing onto the chair, pushing yourself back up. And this time we're going to step back with the inside leg, and then turn the back leg so it's at right angle. Bend that front leg, and then bring the arm up to shoulder height, either holding on to the chair, or you could bring the back arm out. Lovely. This is our warrior two position. Breathing nice and steady. Lovely. And then slowly bringing the hands back down, grabbing onto the chair, and you can come all the way up. Give your legs a bit of a shake, a bit of a shimmy. Lovely. So these next ones we're going to come on to tiptoes. So again, you can come on to the back of a chair. I'm just doing it sideways so you can see. And we're going to come up onto tiptoes. So shoulders are back, lifting up nice and tall. On the inhale, coming all the way up onto our tiptoes. And as we exhale, lowering back down. Lovely. Inhale, coming up. And exhale, coming back down. And if you want to challenge yourself even further, you can then let go of the chair and use your arms up for balance. On the inhale, coming up, shoulders on shoulder height. And exhale, lowering back down. Inhale, coming up halfway. And exhale, coming back down. And the cat's coming to say something. Inhale, coming up halfway. And exhale, lowering back down. Excellent. So we're going to come and do a tree pose now. So, as I said, this practice was all about letting go. So let's make like a tree and let go of the leaves that no longer serve us, so that we've got time for growth in the spring. So we're going to come on to the side of the chair, and our standing leg, our right leg to start with, create a little softness in the knee, so we're not locking the knee out, and we're going to lift the left leg up and then put it out to the side, and then you can place the sole of the foot onto the shin or on the ankle, or you can even rest your toes onto the floor with your heel just resting on the inside of the other shin. Standing up nice and tall. And then if you want to grow your branches, you can create some space, maybe create a seal, maybe even create another branch. And maybe allow your branches to wave in the wind. Lovely. And then coming all the way back down. You release your leg, give it a shake, give it a shimmy. Lovely. And then we're going to do the same on the other side. So you can just turn around if you want to, but I'm just going to show you so I'm still facing you. So this time our left leg by the chair, holding on for support, and lifting up the right leg, and then taking the leg out to the side, placing the foot either onto the inside of the other shin, toe onto the floor with your heel, standing up nice and tall. Lovely. If you want to grow your branches, either 1 or 2, feel free. Or even wave your branches in the wind. Lovely. And then slowly lowering your hands back down, grabbing onto the chair, release the feet, give your legs a bit of a shake, a bit of a shimmy. Lovely. So we're going to do one more strength pose before we come back to seated. So this one, these are squats. So come to the front of the chair for this one, making sure you've got space and you're quite close to the chair, so if you feel that it's a little bit wobbly, at least you've got a soft landing. So you can either have your legs towards the back of the chair or just slightly in front. Feet can either be hip width apart for a bit more stability, or you can even have your legs together. It's up to you. So we're going to come down, and we're going to start by coming all the way down into the chair without trying to put our hands onto the chair. So we can either use our arms for balance, or we can have our arms by across our chest, or even hands onto our hips. So whatever you choose, it's absolutely fine. And we're just going to bend the knees, sticking the bum back out, leaning forward a little bit, and then slowly lowering back down to the chair. That's it. And then we're going to come all the way up. So to come up, lean forward, sweep the arms up, and then coming all the way up to standing. Lovely. And let's do a few squats where we're just hovering just above the chair. So sweep the arms, bend the knees, coming up to shoulder height, breathing nice and steady. And then as we exhale, coming all the way back up. Squeeze the glutes as we're coming up. And we'll do a few more. Bend the knees, bring the arms up to shoulder height. And then lowering the arms, pushing down through the feet, coming all the way up. Let's do one more, shall we? Bend the knees, bring the arms up. And as you exhale, coming all the way back up. Lovely. Give the legs a bit of a shake. Fantastic. And let's come all the way down seated. I think the cat wants to join in. So we're going to shuffle our bottoms forwards a little bit. And we're going to do a few opposite elbow to opposite knee sessions, so very dynamic. So hands can either be up by the side, or you can just have them out to the side, and we're just going to come from one side to the other, creating a little bit of a twist in the body. And if your elbow doesn't meet the knee, that's absolutely fine. Just creating that little bit of a twist in the body. Couple more. And then relax. Brilliant. So we're going to create a little bit of a banana stretch next. So let's bring our arms all the way up to the top. And with your left hand, grab onto your right wrist, reaching up. It's almost as if you're trying to pull it out of its socket. And then reaching over to the left side. Feel that lovely stretch on the right side of the body. And then coming all the way back to center. Release your grip. And then we'll do the same on the other side. Coming onto the left wrist, lifting and reaching and pulling, and then leaning over to the right. And then coming all the way back to center. Release the hands. Give them a bit of a shake. Excellent. We're going to come and do pigeon stretch now. So a couple of options here. So If pigeon is a little bit too intense for you, then you can do exactly the same with your legs crossed. So I'll show you with your legs crossed first, sitting up nice and tall. And so we're crossing our left over our right, and then we're going to lean forwards. So we're feeling it a little bit in the lower back, tiny little bit in the left hip. That's option 1. Option 2, this is that you can create a figure of 4, so placing the left foot, or the left lower leg across the right thigh, grabbing onto the foot and the knee, lifting up nice and tall, and as we exhale, folding forwards. Breathing nice and steady. And then slowly coming all the way back up. And then release the feet, put them down to the ground. And then we'll do the same on the other side. So either legs crossed or resting on the thigh, lifting up nice and tall in the torso. And as we exhale, folding forward, feel that stretch across the hip. This is really good for sciatica. Lovely. And then slowly coming all the way back up. And you can release the leg back down. Lovely. So we're going to come and do a little bit of core work now. So let's come to the side of the chair. So where you can hold on to the chair. I'm going to shuffle forwards a little bit so I can lean back. Try not to hit the oven. And then I'm going to lean back. I'm going to engage the core, holding on to the chair as well for support, and then lifting the legs. And we're going to do a little bit of scissor action. So just imagine the legs like a pair of scissors. Don't forget to breathe and smile. You should be feeling it in your stomach. Lovely. Couple more. Lovely. And then slowly lower back down. Whew. Feel that? Working in the abs. So we'll take a couple of breaths for a moment, and then we'll do something very similar. So these are bicycle kicks. So again, working our core. So we're going to lean backwards, grabbing onto the chair from front and back. Leaning backwards, lifting the legs, and we're just going to pretend to cycle forwards. And if this is too much, you can always sit up a little bit more. Pause and let's go backwards. And then let's let that down. Whew. That's enough, I think, isn't it? Let's come back to the front of the chair, where we're going to start to slow things down a bit in preparation for our relaxation and shavasana. So this is another type of sun salutation, and the one I've made up myself. Just very dynamic, so hope you enjoy it. So we're going to sit up nice and tall, and arms down by the side of the body. And with the inhale, place the left hand onto the outside of the right thigh. And we're going to draw a big ray of sunshine with our left hand coming all the way to the other side. And then moving the right hand across to the other side, drawing that big ray of sunshine across the sky. Lovely. And this one I call cleaning the table. So with your right hand, we're going to, left hand, sorry, you're going to draw big circles as if you're cleaning a table, polishing, wiping clean. Lovely. And then coming back. And then with the right hand, let's come forward, drawing circles with the body and with the hands. Lovely. And then coming back up. Let's bring our arms all the way up, bending at the elbows so that you're blocking out your face. Palms are facing your head, fingertips pointing upwards. Lovely. And on the next breath, bringing the cactus arms out to the side. Lovely. And then let's reach forward with our hands. Lovely. And then let's reach back as if we're rowing backwards. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Hands by the side of the chest. Lovely. And then bringing the arms back down to the side. Let's do one more. Right hand to the other side. A ray of sunshine. Lovely. Left hand. Ray of sunshine. Left hand sweeping round and round. Lovely. And then coming back and then reaching with the right hand. It's too wet outside for the cat, I think. Lovely. And then back up, sitting up. Bring the arms back up, pointing up towards the ceiling. And then bringing the hands out to cactus arms. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. And then reaching forward with our hands. And then rowing backwards, squeeze the shoulder blades. And then releasing the hands down by the side of the body. Lovely. Let's do a couple of shoulder rolls. And let's go forwards. Lovely. And then let's just shake it out, shake it out. Lovely. So we've come towards the end of the practice. So if you want to get your block, place some socks underneath on your feet to keep yourself warm, maybe a blanket, as we come into some relaxation. And a little bit of a meditation. So making sure you're nice and comfortable in your chair. Sitting up nice and tall. Relaxed. And just let go and enjoy. Closing down the eyes. Noticing how you feel. So take you on this autumn meditation. Allow your hands to rest easy in your lap or by your side. Breathing easy in and out. And envisage yourself standing inside a room with a door that leads outside ahead of you. Pull a key from your pocket to unlock it. Turn the latch and step outside. In front of you is a colourful autumn landscape with hundreds of trees with leaves in brilliant reds and golds. Some are green, not yet changed, while others have become crisp and brown on the edges. A little further ahead, water babbles down a shallow stream, only a foot or so deep in the deepest parts. You can see the stones and sediment that the water travels over. Leaves that have floated down into it collect on the edges where the water ripples towards shore. Creating a golden lining on either side. You sit on a perfectly sized sitting rock on the edge, comfortable and content as the water runs by. Breathe in the crisp autumn air, filling your lungs with the scent of water, leaves and the grasses that are yellowing around you. Feel the warmth of the afternoon sun on your face. The heat of summer is gone, and in its place is this wonderful, pleasant day, just warm enough for comfort and cool enough to invigorate. As the breeze blows around you, notice the way that it coaxes leaves to let go of their branches to float to the ground below. Some take a more direct path, while others drift and sway in the wind, spinning and twirling as they make their way down. Others still do not fall at all, but rather continue to hold on to the branches they grew from, refusing to take flight. They have allowed themselves to change colours alongside their fellows, but refuse to give in to the descent ahead. Just a little longer, they protest to the breeze. We're not ready to fall. So they hold on a little longer, even as the world changes around them. The yellows become orange, the oranges red, and the leaves on the ground become brown. But still the leaves on the trees hold on, hoping to evade the relentless movement of time. Visualize the changing world of fall around you as you continue to breathe crisp autumn air in and out, leaning into this moment. As you breathe in and out, bring to mind something that you have been holding on to, something that no longer serves you, that you would like to let go of, but have not done so yet. Imagine this thing as a leaf on a tree, clinging to a branch high above the ground, refusing to give in to the change of the season. Once it had a place in your life, as every leaf has its place in a tree. It might even be a blossom that you cherished in the spring of its existence, that you have watched unfurl and grow, and that has now exchanged its green for gold. This leaf is not a bad leaf. This thing is not a bad thing. And yet the time has come for it to fall from the branch. The time has come for you to let it go. Take a deep breath, the deepest breath you have taken thus far, and visualize the leaf letting go. It releases the branch and drifts gently to join the other leaves of red and gold below. Just like the leaf has not entirely disappeared, neither has the thing you are letting go of. It has just joined all the other things that you have grown with and learned from and are now ready to let go of. For a moment longer, enjoy the autumn world around you. Experience again the warmth of the sun, the chill of the breeze, and the distinct scent of leaves and earth. When you are ready, leave the side of the river and return to the door you entered this world through. Step back inside, taking care to pull the key from your pocket to lock the door once more. This door is always available to you. You can always return to the autumn world by the river with the trees of red and gold. The key will always be in your pocket. Return your focus to your breath, breathing in and out, in and out, soft and slow, experiencing the way your lungs also release the old to bring in the new. So I'll leave you for the next few moments in silence. Breathing nice and steady.
Start to bring your awareness back into the room, noticing sounds far away, reconnecting with your external world. Noticing sounds within the room. What can you hear? Maybe a ticking clock. The gentle hub of a home. Noticing the sound of your breath. Bring your awareness to your body, noticing the contact points of your body and the chair and the floor, even your hands in your lap. Start to bring a little bit of movement into your body by wiggling your fingers and your toes. Maybe giving yourself a nice big stretch all the way from the tips of your fingers all the way to the tips of your toes. Maybe giving a nice big yawn, stretching this way and that. And then slowly coming back to center. And then just noticing how you feel compared to when you first began the practice. Hoping that the session and the meditation will just allow you to let go of things that no longer serve you, creating space for new growth, new opportunities, new beginnings. As we finish with a couple of inhales, coming up, hands above us, and as we exhale, bringing the hands down through the heart center. Couple of movements, warming up the body, and exhale, coming down through the heart center. Last time. Inhale, raising the hands all the way up, palms together. And as we exhale, I bow and give thanks for you all for sharing in this lovely practice. I wish you all a wonderful day, and namaste. Look forward to seeing you again soon. Take care. Love and light.